Okay, so in this video we're going to talk a little bit about shoulder mobility and a few things you can do to get them moving. Bands are a great tool to use to help find that sticking point where your shoulders are sort of not firing, where the fibres are maybe swollen, the bursas, and where the restriction in the movement is. It really helps you pinpoint exactly where it is and work through it in a progressive way over time that will end up with your shoulders being sort of rehabilitated. So a couple of dead simple things you can do first of all without weight. Hold your arms out if you can raise them to that point. Thumbs up, and you're going to rotate your thumbs down and around as far as you can, and then up and over. You can do that 5 or 6 times each side, shake it off. Okay, then the second thing you can do is something called a shoulder car. And what that is hold yourself nice and straight, good posture, and you're going to have your thumb forward. And imagine the air is pretty thick and there's a bit of resistance. When you get to the top, rotate the palm out, really go through the full range of movement, and then back to the start. The second time, really concentrate on the shoulder musculature, so really tighten it up. So squeeze the shoulder, the air is really thick this time. Okay, remember to rotate that thumb out, palm facing away, squeeze the shoulder, go through the full range, and I'd say do that another 3 to 4 times on each side. The next bit, you're going to need your band. And what we've got with the shoulder, you're going to tuck your elbow in, and we're going to imagine an arc being painted by the back of our hand. And in that arc, we're going to find a point where it's quite painful, okay? And we're going to use resistance of the band to try to push the band away through that arc. And what we're trying to aim for is a pain threshold of like 4 out of 10, 3 to 4 out of 10. So we're not going through the wincing stage, we're not in agony, okay? So to work through that, you put the small band around your knuckles, hands in, and I'm just concentrating on the right hand this time. And I'm going to push through. I can feel a little bit of a nip there. I'm going to work through it and back in, okay? I'm going to do 6 reps of that. If at any point it does really sort of pinch, that's the point at which to stop, and eventually I'll be able to work through that arc of movement and then do the same on the opposite side. Then using a thin band, okay, you can then anchor this to any point that will work. Just holding one side of it, you're just going to make some pulls, different directions, just trying to fire different parts of the shoulder, okay, different directions. Feel the ones where you feel a little bit more resistance, and again we're just firing all the little shoulder fibres in there that are giving you a bit of grief. The next one is again using that band, hold it about a foot apart, not too much resistance, and you're just going to do face pulls. And just feel that shoulder, again, nice and gentle, work it through that range of movement. Feel the shoulder muscles firing and controlled. The next one, we're going to do dislocations. So for this, the band is a really good way of doing this. Hold it at the full extremity, again a lighter band if possible, and you're just going to keep the arm straight, up and over the shoulder, controlled. Touch the hips and back. If you're finding you're having to manipulate, maybe get a lighter band, or even just avoid doing this exercise, okay? But either way, let's just let a little go while we're doing the video. Then the next one, quite difficult, you'll have to concentrate. Anchor the left hand, pass the right hand over your head, and then the left hand over your head. So anchor the left hand, right hand over your head, left hand over your head. And then obviously do the opposite. Anchor your right hand, spin it over. Again, we're just working through the range of movement, but all the time putting different resistances on through that shoulder joint. One final one, a dead simple test, going back to one that's really similar to the small band one. Clench your fist, push that fist into your hand, and again straight away you'll probably feel an impingement on your shoulder. And again, it's just working through that, doing 5 or 6 reps each side, really low level, but you'll be surprised at how over time that compounds, and eventually you're going to get much better shoulder health. So give those a go in any order and just work it through to your own pain threshold. Keep it low. We're not trying to put pain through that shoulder, we're just trying to sort of fire the muscle and get that connection back with the brain to get it activated. Okay, so hope that helps. Let me know and drop a comment below to keep me posted.